It's fucking pouring out. He fucking sits down. He's putting on a brand new pair of sneakers. They look great. I'm like, Joe, what are you doing? You going to wear those outside? He goes, yeah, I don't like new sneakers. I got to muck them up a little bit.
Yeah. I come to look a little worn in, that's all.
Why, Joe? So you can look like, you're the real deal?
No, they just look too new.
You're worried that people are going to think that you're rich? They are new. They're nice.
They're not new.
Well, Joe, when you buy a new car someday, you're going to sideswipe a mail truck just to muck it up a little bit?
No, that's different.
Give it some character?
You've seen my beautiful wardrobe in there. I keep my sport coats very crisp and clean. I keep my ties ironed. Some things you like to look new. Some things you like to look a little worn in. It's like a ball. When you get a baseball hat, you don't want it to look brand new off the shelf. You want it to have the creases and the fucking fade and all that shit.
When they walk down the street, they can smell your sweaty hair?
No, dude. You like a brand new hat? Have you ever seen when they now sell the hats that look worn in for that very reason? When I was in college...
Yeah, I don't like those.
When I was in college...
You know what those are for? Those are to make it seem like you supported the team for years and years.
No, they're not. They just look cooler. That's it. That's all it is.
They're filthy.
They're not filthy. They look worn in. When I was in college, guys would buy baseball hats. We'd put them in the... First thing you did, put them in the washer. You'd wash it immediately to get it loose... And creased up a little bit because it looked better.
Yeah,
that
and
way.
then you take your brand new sneakers and run around in the rain because it looked
They're
better.
Not brand new.
Well, they were new enough, Joe. Nice shiny fucking laces.
I'm saying they're not getting that worn in look. They still look puffy and
Dude, they look great.
All right, to you.
Do you know how?
Thank you.
My opinion doesn't mean good, cool. You'd look if you came out on stage with a nice new pair of sneakers instead of coming out there with the fucking Mike Birbiglia wardrobe.
What are you talking about?
He dresses all frumpy. That's his look. You're stealing from Mike Birbiglia.
I come out on stage, I wear a tie, I wear goddamn sweaters. I look fucking fantastic when I'm on stage.
No, you don't. You know why, Joe?
I do.
You know what ruins a suit? Cheap shoes. And you, my friend, wear cheap dress shoes.
Are you out of your mind?
No, I'm not. I'm totally competent.
Do you know how much my dress shoes cost? Let's not get into it because that's tacky.
How much do they cost, Joe?
They cost enough, my friend.
Joe, they're almost see-through. I can watch you wiggle your toes.
Do you want me to go in there and pull out the dress shoes I'm wearing these days?
Oh, these days? Well, then you kicked it up a notch because the other days, meaning all the days I ever worked with you, you came out with some shit that looked like...
Meaning 2 years ago.
They look like... You worked with me 2 years ago?
See, I was dressed at your goddamn Hudson or whatever theater show you did here, Town Hall.
Whatever theater show? Town Hall. You mean
I couldn't remember the name of it. I'm saying
Well, nice to know it was a big night in your life, too,
It was
Joe.
a big night in my life. and I strolled in. I looked like fucking sharp. Everybody was going, look at those fucking shoes.
No, they weren't. They were talking about your face because you weren't all bloated with booze for once.
Oh, Bill.
That's what we were talking about.
Bill, I had 17 fucking people come up to me that night and go, dude, those shoes are...
Hey, everybody who's listening right now, you know when somebody's lying. 17 people.
Right.
I counted them.
Bill.
All right, Joe. Wait, so you bought some nice shoes. Okay, fine. My fault. But up until then, Joe, the shoes you were wearing on stage looked like they were a combination.
I like how you think you're a good dresser.
Dress shoes, and slippers.
I know what pair of shoes you're talking about. I wore them one time with you, and you made fun of me, and I never wore them again because I didn't feel like hearing it from you. And for your advice...
That's not true. You wore them on that whole tour. Joe, let's not fight.
For your advice,
it's already raining
after that weekend, I got emails from people going, I thought your shoes were really nice. I don't know why Bill was fucking with your shoes so much on stage when you were up there together.
Oh, now the phantom emails of people who agreed with you?
I know what you're doing. You're baiting me. I'm taking the bait. Congratulations.
I'm not, Joe. I thought it was going to be a funny conversation. I didn't know, Joe, your mood is really affected by the weather. I'm really understanding.
No, I find myself to be quite presentable, and I get a little offended when somebody says that I look like a bum. I don't look like a bum.
I never said you looked like a bum.
You said frumpy.
I said that's Birbiglia's look.
Yeah, and I don't dress that way. I don't know what you're talking about. I dress very... I take a lot of pride in my appearance.
Fine, Joe. You're a fucking fashion plate.
Thank you.
Jesus Christ. All I told you to do is not wear brand new sneakers in the fucking rain. Just asked why you do it. Muck them up a little bit. And then you come in 10 minutes later, pissed off how wet you got out there.
Yeah.
With your pants draped over the fucking fan. You wanted to wear brand new sneakers out there? Sorry. Sorry for me giving a shit about your fucking
They're not brand
wardrobe.
new for the 80th time.
They look brand new compared to the stuff that you usually wear. Sorry, Joe. Okay?
Well, because Chuck, you're not supposed to wear...
I resent the fact that you say that I'm not a nice dresser right now, sitting around doing a podcast.
Well,
no, I am not. But Joe, I look I'm old school, dude. I go on stage, I look presentable.
Dude, I wear fucking ties. I wear sport coats. I wear sweaters. I wear dress shoes. I'm telling you something, dude.
What, that $120 fucking
What?
that Gap suit that you wear?
Gap suit?
Joe, you look like you're selling encyclopedias. I didn't want to say that. But when you go on
Oh,
stage, Joe,
Bill,
I'm fucking with you,
I know
Joe.
you're
Stop being
fucking
such
with
a
me.
fucking, this got all serious. This isn't serious.
I know. I just said you're baiting me. I'm taking the bait. Congratulations.
Yeah, no, it's the congratulations part.
Oh,
Taking
I'm
the bait.
sorry.
Congratulations. I'm glad you're having fun.
I fell for it. All right. What do you want from me? I always fall for it.
All right, Joe. I don't know what to tell you. So this is Joe DeRosa, and I do once every 6 months we do an uninformed.